Um, yeah. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, for one of you are. It's Fudge Dice Roll here, and we're back doing stuff. I made a mistake. I thought this was the Lost Lands, which is a map. It is a map, but this is the Forgotten Land. That is the actual map we're playing. Yeah. So, what have we done? Map. We've created fields. Getting our trusty pickup truck. We'll go to the field. Check it out. All right. So we created 2 fields last time. And so we have this big field over here, and we have this smaller field over here that we're going to turn into a grass field. We're going to get grass planted out there in this one. But in farming, get some soil sample. See what nation's going to cost us about 5 grand. That's not so bad. So we're in loam and all right, not terrible. I guess let's grab here total. Nations give $1,000, and this is mostly silty clay with a little. All right. Okay, so now we kind of know soil quality here. Nitrogen value's not great. pH is bad. You have a little bit of lime we can spread. How about you over here? Yeah, pH value's bad too. So we're gonna spread some lime and then plant some grass in that field so that we have something to take care of our cattle. We're raising Angus beef cattle here on the farm. Normally I raise milk cows, but I wanted to try my hand at doing some beef cattle. I really wish I could fix this. I tried offline a little bit to smooth over the geometry. It's just not working with this this house. This house has got it all cattywampus. I can delete the house and smooth everything out, and then as soon as I put the house back in, it does this. So not much I can do about that. I mean, I guess I could put a different house down, put a trailer down instead, something a little bit smaller, but I wanted a nice red house to kind of go with the red barn over here and the brick barn. Now, got this back here on the farm, our Steyr 8150. Got a little bit of dirt on this, and I did rent this field creator. Do I want to create one field? I feel like I might want to create one more field before I turn this in. We have enough time. I have it on 1x right now just because I don't want to hard right off the rip. Once the initial stuff is done, I will be kicking it up to 3x, and we'll leave it on 1-day months. I kind of feel like I want to put another field in. Now the question is, which side do I want to put another field in? I think I might want to go on the right hand side, put in another field. I'm gonna have to chop these trees down. I am using the lumberjack mod because these trees are kind of crap. So now I think eventually we will get into forestry, and we do have pine, and not in areas where it's going to be make more sense for us to cut those trees. Back off at it. Strange. Not giving me the option to chop the tree. I turned lumberjack off. I did. No, because lumberjack is telling me size this tree. Not letting me just cut the tree down. Really weird. Oh, there we go. I was pressing the wrong button. Oh, okay. My bad. I was pressing the wrong button. I needed to press Alt, and I was pressing Control. Never mind. Don't pay attention to me. All right, let's cut a few of these trees down. think be able to just cut these ones down, and we'll do another nice long field here. Now, I mean, like, these trees aren't so bad, and we could do something with them, but I really prefer to work with, like, the big straight pines and what have you. And eventually we'll do that. We'll get out there and we'll chop some of those guys down, maybe. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this. I was doing recorded series for a while there, and my life has just been so hectic lately. I don't really have that kind of time to record, edit, and post all that. It's just been, my life's not getting any less hectic. it's not getting any less hectic anytime soon. So all right. Yeah, that should be good. We should be able to make a number of passes. I guess really comes down to how much work we want to do with our kind of smaller tractors and what have you. I think that's ample amount of space between. I feel like that's pretty good. Yeah, that looks okay. So first on, make sure that I have allow create fields turned on. Little bit down. All right, and ride this guy out until we can get this lined up. All right, but come on. $72. That should be good. These 10 off. To do that. Oh, I'm gonna need to destroy a couple more trees, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna have to break down that tree. Now, the only downside to this that I have to. All right, is that good? Yeah, that's good. There we go. Auto with X. Yeah. So I've got a couple of trees that are gonna have to get taken care of. I'm gonna take care of you and you, potentially you. We'll just kind of chop these guys down real quick. All right, and you. I think I gotta bring you down, which means I need to take you down as well. Okay. Just a couple of trees gotta come down. And we're gonna have a nice, another big lush field here. I don't know what we're gonna put in this field. Maybe it'll be a big cornfield. All right. That should be good. Have this kind of figured out. Now I think what I want to do is bring this up. And then, so that field is, that's line 0. Let's see how far we can go, right? 4, 5, 7, 10, 12, 13, 15. 15? 15 seems like a good number. 16. Let's make it 16. Let's make it 16. All right. So we'll pull this in and we'll make this 16. Okay. Yeah, I feel like that's going to be good. I feel like that's enough distance there. 16 should be good. Yeah, it's a nice little field. It's not super huge. It's not just, you know, like obnoxiously massive, but it's good. It's good, it's good, it's good. This will be a couple of nice fields for us to work. Since there are no contracts that we can take to make any money, it's all going to be based off of our sweat equity, everything that we're doing to make money. So yeah, we'll make this work. I definitely think we'll make this work. All right. Okay. All right, so we'll bring this down through here. And think that is good. All right. All right, real quick. Just need to... There we are. All right. Had to send a quick text message to a friend to see what they are up to. All right. This should be good. So I'll connect these sections up. There we are. Yeah, like I said, this tractor is a little underpowered, but our John Deere tractor actually doesn't have GPS. This tractor does. I'm gonna have to remedy that. The John Deere is gonna probably need to get GPS, but initially I just started with just this tractor, and then when I needed to get an auger and stuff like that for putting grain into my silo, I realized, oh crap, this tractor doesn't have enough horsepower in order to run my auger effectively, so I had to get another tractor, and so that's when the John Deere got bought. And when I bought the John Deere, I didn't even think about putting GPS in it because I wasn't going to have it out in the field doing all the planting and everything. Like the everything is all based on this tractor doing that. Oh, I'm going to have a little bit of cleanup to do. Yeah. I was a little cattywampus when I was doing my initial line there. So we're going to have to come back and get that. That's fine. That's okay. That's okay. We'll come back and get that little bit of soil there. Oh, let's close that out. And then I think the next thing I'll do is once I get down here, then I'll run across and connect up the top here. All right. Yeah, this will be a decent sized little field. I should have waited to do my soil testing so that I could have lumped this field in. All right, there we are. So we rotate ourselves this way. We get connected up here at the end. All right, so that should do. All right. Yeah, okay. Looks like we're going to be right on the money with this. We might have just a smidge of overlap. Oh, hold on. Hold on, I might have spoken too soon. Let me rotate just a smidge more. And bam. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. That's good. So this is a decent sized field. It doesn't go back as far as the other one does, but I think this might be a little bit wider. I'm not sure. I think this might be a little bit wider than it. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Huh. Regardless, I think this is going to be really good. If we take a look at things here, we'll see that we could plant some canola. I'm going to wait. We'll probably plant wheat. And I'll leave one of these fields open for soybeans so that I can plant soybeans. So I'll probably leave the big field open for soybeans. I'll probably leave the big field open for soybeans. And I'll plant this field with wheat, and the other field is going to get planted with grass. I'm definitely going to need to get many bags of lime out here to lime these fields. That is for sure. It is going to take a lot of lime and the little lime spreader that I have to get these fields taken care of. Because all of this is a little deficient in the pH balance, and so we need to get that lime out here. But I have high hopes for this farm. And that's going to be the nice thing, is that I'll be able to plant that big field. That big field I can get planted with soybeans, and then I'll swap off the big field and the small field, right? So the big field I'll get planted with wheat. I'll plant this field with wheat. I'll leave that big field for soybeans. I'll plant soybeans in that big field. And then when I harvest soybeans out of the big field, I'll plant it for wheat. I'll leave this field set fallow over winter, plant it with soybeans, harvest those soybeans, plant wheat in this field, let that field sit fallow. And so we'll just kind of tick-tock back and forth between fields. I wish, and maybe what I'll do is go into the XML and do a little bit of changing, because I know that soybeans, they get harvested in October and like early November. At least they do here where I live. In fact, my wife and I saw a farmer harvesting his soybeans today. He was driving his combine, getting all of his soybeans harvest, kicking up a lot of dust. In fact, he had a nice John Deere 760 combine, and it was really nice to see it just out there in that field, just you know, agriculture, taking care of our world by feeding everybody. So feeding all the hippies and vegans their soybeans. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so that was pretty neat to see. A lot of the combines in the area are all nice big John Deere combines, so it was just nice to see it. I looked, she was like, "Babe, is that a combine?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." And then we saw it, and I saw all the angles on it. I was like, "Oh yeah, that's a 700 series. What is it?" And it was a 760. It looked gorgeous, just out there kicking up all that dust, getting all those soybeans harvested into it. Yeah, the farmers around here will tick-tock between soybeans and corn for the soil. And so that big field he was working was all corn last year, and now this year was all soybeans. So it was just nice to see all those soybean arenos getting harvested. Because at first I looked at it and I'm like, it's definitely not tall enough to be wheat, but gosh, it looks like wheat almost. But I didn't realize just how you know, how golden and dried the soybeans got before harvesting. So I don't know if they're soybeans that are going to be for like people consumption, or if they're beans that are being harvested to go into like livestock feed or something. I'm not sure. I guess I could talk to my rancher buddy, but I know that him personally, he feeds his cows on like a grass diet. So they're pretty much grass fed. I think he says they're grain finished. so that they do get a little bit more fat, a little bit more marbling. But on the whole, his cattle eat they eat a mixture of like a triticale, which is a hybridized grass between like a wheat and rye. But he did do corn silage for them a couple years ago, and I think that was part of the grain finish. Because a lot of people think about grass and they're like, oh, well, grass, you know, wheat, like wheat's a grain. And it's like, well, technically wheat's actually a grass. Wheat is part of the grass families. So there's so many different types of grass. And so, man, yeah, this is going to turn out pretty good. So we are raising Angus beef on our farm. And right now they're eating a substantial amount of food. So I have about 3 months worth of food for them right now, and then I'm going to have to be purchasing cattle feed, and that's not going to be cheap because they're going through about 10 cubic meters of food a month. And right now I have enough to take care of them for about 3 months. So it's going to be a little crazy trying to keep those guys topped up and fed. So, but that's the life you live when you're trying to raise cattle. So I have 30 head of Angus beef cattle in the barn right now. Angus beef, yes, that is what I am raising. I'm raising some Angus beef cattle in the barn. Got 30 head of them. So, hello, Zach of Mars. You've made it. I'm sorry for being a whiny little bitch the other night. I was just in my feelings and I wanted to get out of my feelings for a minute and talk with some friends. A lot of stuff going on right now in my life, a lot of moving parts, and so I do apologize for being kind of a dramatic crybaby. So once we finish this field out here, I will no, it's okay. It's okay. I can't always expect, well, not even always, I can't expect people to drop their you know, their habits, their you know, rituals, if you will, just to appease me. So there's just a lot of really big stuff that's happening right now, and I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. So, but it's okay. Everything's gonna work out fine. But yeah, so we're gonna finish getting this field put into place here, and then I'll take you around the farm and I can show you what we're working with here. This isn't how I normally play. This is a very small farm. I'm not using very large equipment. Yeah, I'm glad that you could catch me too. I know that your streaming schedule is a little more intensive than my own, as in I don't have a streaming schedule. And I'm kind of hoping maybe to start doing maybe an hour or two here on YouTube a couple times a week. I think a couple times a week is something I can do. By the way, is my audio okay? I haven't had anybody here yet chatting, and so I just want to make sure that my audio doesn't sound like trash. I haven't had a chance to listen to it on I don't know. I find listening to my own voice to be I don't want to say jarring, but for lack of a better word, I find listening to my own voice to feel a little conceited, maybe. So, sound good. You don't hear the game or music though. I don't know if I have any. Oh, okay. So I don't have any music playing. I'll turn the radio on. But I can turn the game volume up if you give me a moment. Let's bring the game volume up. And okay, so that should be better. I turned the in-game music on and I turned the volume up. So that should help you to better judge whether or not that is good or not. Oh, it's scooting closer to the cab. You don't hear any game sounds. Really? You can't hear any of that? Nothing? I wonder if my sound settings are messed up. Nope, my voice is the only audio. Interesting. Let me check my audio again. So I was using system here. It says speakers. Top audio. My desktop audio tracks will be audible. Capture, it's active. Desktop audio. Interesting. Very. What to do about that? Yeah. That's so strange because I can see it moving on the equalizer. So what happens if I turn it to default? All right, I turned it to default. Let's see if that does anything. I could see it moving on the I can see it moving. That's what's so strange. You still hear nothing. Wow. All right. I have no idea what to do about that. Okay, well, I guess let's try this then. Let's try this. We'll see how this works. All right. Let's turn this on. Get this loaded up here. Nerd. On. I think. Be here. All right. 1 second here. All right. So that should be. All right. Okay, so let's see if this is working now. Let me open the game back up. All right, the game is opened back up, and so I have done a big audio change. We'll see if that works. Goodness, man, here I am, just a scrub YouTuber. Nothing has changed between. You do not hear anything. My God, what am I gonna do? Okay, yeah, I see a headset's not doing anything now. Oh my goodness. What? What is happening here? Oh my goodness. Man, I have no idea why this is giving me so much issue. Let's get back here and headset. That's saying to assign an audio source to a track, open the advanced audio. Click on the menu cog in the mixer docs toolbar. Advanced audio track. There's no menu cog. All right. I wonder if it's because I have multiple tracks selected. Let's see. Audio, desktop audio, global devices, desktop audio not connected. Let's try that, and let's try this. Let's apply those and say okay. All right. No, I'm still not seeing any movement. Why aren't you working? You're making me very upset. Making me very upset, audio. Very, very upset. General. Output. Streaming. Yeah, it's not letting me click on any audio tracks for streaming. Oh, it says two. It says 2 tracks. Audio. Audio. Desktop audio 2. Hey. I need you to do the audio thing. Now nothing seems to be working. It says headset, it says audio, it says microphone. Microphone's working just fine. Headset's not doing anything. This is why we can't have nice things. This right here is why we can't have nice things. Why can't we have nice things, game? Why can't I have nice things? Maybe I need to update my version of OBS. Maybe that's what I need to do. Because I can hear everything. It's all coming through my headset, but for some reason it's not coming through on the stream, which doesn't make any sense because I'm watching the audio mixer move. It's moving, it's grooving, but it's not translating for you guys, which doesn't make any sense to me. That's upsetting. That is upsetting. Is the game on monitor and output in OBS? It's not on monitor and output. I guess I could try messing around with that and see. We'll get to the end of this here, and because I can see the audio mixer bar moving for the headset. It's like it's here, it's peaking as the music plays. All right, let's see what we can do here. Let's see what we can do. Desktop audio, silly. Advanced audio properties. Headset. See, it's on track 1. That should be working. Desktop audio. See, this works. Let's see if this stuff works. Work you. All right. Okay, yeah. Wow, nothing at all is peaking. It's all just sitting there blank. Now me messing with that has caused no movement. Let's see if I come back in here into crisp. You click same as system. Yeah, that turned everything off. It makes no sense to me. You heard music for a second? Okay, I mean, the music is still running right now. You heard music for a second. I see nothing moving in the audio mixer. I wonder if... I don't know what I could change. All right, let me try this and see if it comes back. Yeah, because this is showing nothing. Same as system. All right, let's try that. All right, let's see if that worked. It's really strange because nothing is populating on my audio mixer showing that music is playing. But this was the last thing that I changed. I guess maybe I should upgrade to OBS. It was telling me there was an upgrade, and every time I upgrade it always resets all my settings. I thought everything was working, and now it's not. That's why we can't have nice things. The music is running, but now it's going away because I've swapped out of audio. Doing this to me. Still nothing. Worse. See, now I put it back into here and it says headset. My headset's running on all channels, so headset should be getting picked up. I don't know why it's not. I guess. Oh, you hear it? Oh, what the hell? Okay, I won't question it. I won't question it. I won't question it. Never mind. Hopefully, it's not too faint, or it's not too loud, or I don't know. Am I in top chat? I am in top chat, not live chat. Thank you. Thank you. Live chat. Okay. Gosh, you would really think that I would know what I'm doing. There we go. We're in live chat. Man, apparently I was not prepared. I thought I was prepared. I was like, oh, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break and play a game for a little bit and just relax my back, and then here I am. Don't even have my audio right. Don't even have the right chat open. You're suspicious when I didn't greet the other chatter? Oh no. I missed somebody? Oh, that makes me feel bad. Was it Curtis? Was it Curtis? I messaged him to tell him that I was live. Bloody Mary. Oh, I still haven't even seen her. My bad. Yeah, that was on me. I goofed. I done heckin' goofed. I'm sorry. I'm just a very simple man. I had the wrong thing on. You feel neglected? Oh, Mary, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to neglect you. I apologize. I feel terrible. I now will know that to have this part of my ritual for starting the YouTube, that I need to click on live chat and fix those problems. I'm sorry. I apologize. I swear I'm a sort of a streamer thing person. I know the secrets of the stream. I'm just not very good with them. All right, so we have this big field here. We got big field energy, and that was it. It only took an entire field for me to figure out how to get my audio to work right and how to not ignore my friends. Hey, let's go. Let's go, bro. All right. So we just have a little smudgum down here to get yet. We're gonna get this little smidgy smidge, And then I think that's good. That gives us 3 fields. One field's going to be planted with grass, one field planted with soybeans, and another with wheat. Delicious wheat. We'll make cream of wheat for all my friends. Have you guys ever had cream of wheat? Do you even know what cream of wheat is? It might just be like a weird Midwest thing. I don't know. I've never asked people about their knowledge of cream of wheat before. Do I want to do like another one across there? You haven't had it? Okay. Oh, you love cream of wheat? Hell yeah, let's go. When I was a kid, my mom used to make cream of wheat for us, and she would add cocoa powder and sugar, and she'd always cook it with milk, and so it was very creamy and delicious. Cream of wheat is basically sort of like a porridge. That it's a porridge made of wheat. It's very nice. All right, so let me show you guys the farm here. Let me show you the farm proper. So here's my Steyr 8150 turbo tractor. It's got the Isaria Pro Compact system on here, which we can use to make sure that we have good nitrogen and pH levels when we're planting our crops. It also has this 3-point in the front, and in the back you can see we have this Lemkin here. We're using this to create fields. So this is our little pride and joy of the farm here. This is going to be our main workhorse. Over here is my dirty red truck, and I've been having issues with getting the geometry right because the farmhouse here is a turd, and every time I get this nice and thin and flattened out and then put the farmhouse down, it messes all the geometry up. But I wanted a nice big red farmhouse to match our big red shed over here, big red pole barn. Here we have our low boy, and this is for transporting vehicles to and from maintenance. We have a couple of hoop tunnels here that we're growing some strawberries and lettuce in. We're gonna make a lot of money from that. And then we come here to our little brick barn, and as you can see, we have this big water tank here. We have our front loader attachment for the Steyr with a bucket, and then we come in here, we have a little bit of lime to go spread on the fields using our spreader. And here's the front loader for our other tractor. Here's our Vermeer 605N baler, and here's our front loader attached bale wrapper. Then if we come around the side here, we have ourselves a nice petrol tank. We have our John Deere 7810, and we needed this guy because he's got a little more horsepower than the Steyr, and we're going to use this to run a couple of bigger pieces of equipment on the farm. We have our John Deere 1175 Hydro, and this is just a little boy combine. He's not very big, he doesn't have a very big combine capacity to him, but it's going to be enough for our farm until we can save up money for a big one. Here's our pressure washer. Here is our John Deere 7000 series planter, and it's got liquid fertilizer tanks, and then here are the seed tanks on the back. Oh look, we've already got a pallet of strawberries out here. Huh, that's nice. Over here is our small cattle barn. We have 30 head of Angus beef cattle in here. You can hear them getting real grumpy. We'll go in and take a... Hey, how's it going? You guys making a big munch in here? Yeah, look at you. Num num num. Okay, you guys stay in there. You eat your food. Get nice and big and fat for me so I can sell you. Here's where we take all the manure. And I don't think we have any slurry storage here. I don't know if that... Oh no, we do have slurry storage. Okay. Right? That's got to be this over here. Then we have these two Westeel hopper bins, and these are going to hold all of our grain. They're both empty right now, and then in order to load those hopper bins, we have this Ag Westfield grain hopper here, and so we will be pouring our grains into here, and then we take this guy over here, we put that nozzle above the grain bin heads, and that's how we load those up, and they can hold 77 cubic meters of grain. Here's another field that we have. It's got terrible pH value. I'm not sure what we're going to plant here yet. Probably some wheat. We're probably going to plant this field with wheat, and the other field over there with wheat, and then another field with grass, because we got to feed these little chunker monkers here, our little chunky monkey Angus cattle. And then we have one last thing here on the farm, and that is this John Deere seeder right here. And this is our 8350 John Deere seeder, and this bad boy is all loaded up with solid fertilizer and seeds, and we're going to probably be using this to plant grass, just because it's awesome. So this is our farm. It's nothing crazy. It's a lot smaller than we normally play, but we have all this land. So you see, we have everything in this bottom right quadrant. Those are the only fields on the map, and so there's not a whole lot of map going on here. Like, there's no other farms that I could be doing contract work for. It's all up to me. I have to make all my money myself, and we have $76,000 in the bank right now, but we took out a $200,000 loan, so we're paying the bank back a lot of money. But it's okay. I think between the fields that we have, we'll be all right. You grew up surrounded by John Deere machinery? Yeah, it's because it's the best. I don't know if you saw in my Discord channel, but I just took a trip to the John Deere Museum, the John Deere Tractor and Engine Museum. So I just went and got to do that. That was a lot of fun. And I got myself a nice John Deere hoodie and another John Deere hat. It was pretty cool. We're gonna go take this equipment back and drop it off because we rented it. Earlier today, we saw somebody harvesting soybeans, and they were in a John Deere 760 combine. It was pretty nice. They are kicking up a lot of dust out in the field today. But yeah, so there's some potential really big changes that are gonna be happening in our lives soon. The wife and I put in a bid on a house, and you might be thinking to yourself, but Fudge, you already live in a house. And this is true, but we are moving, so we've been packing our house up the last few days, and there is a chance that I will be moving to my own property, a house that's sitting on 7 acres, and there's a tractor on the property. It's a Kubota, and there's a John Deere zero turn on the property, and so we're trying to talk with the current owners to see if they would leave those things for us or if we could buy them from them. Because I would definitely need the tractor in order to keep the driveway clear during the winter, because it has a bucket on the front and it has a digging arm on the back of it. But yeah, we've been talking about it for a long time, and last week we took a road trip to go look at the house. It was a 9-hour trip, and yeah, so yeah, we might be moving. We're gonna find out tomorrow. We put a bid on the house, and the homeowners countered our bid. They accepted the price that we offered, but they countered on a few other things, and so we countered their counter, and we should know by tomorrow evening whether or not they have accepted our counter. But before the year is over, we might have a new house. And so it's a little stressful. I'm gonna go ahead and repair that because we banged it up pretty good. It's a little stressful, and there's a few other things going on in the mix. It is cool though, yeah. But the wife just got a job offer, and it's out of state. And so she leaves in 2 weeks to start this new job, and I have to stay behind by myself for a couple of weeks to try to get things in order here with the house, get cleaners in here and carpet cleaners, and get everything ready so that pictures can be taken and the house can get put on the market. And she'll be working out of state until like the end of January. And if we close on this house, we'll be closing on this house in December, which then means that I have to figure out the logistics of getting into that house in December, kind of by myself. So that the house isn't sitting empty in the middle of the winter. And it's going to be a little difficult because the house is in the middle of nowhere. We're in the middle of a massive farmland that is surrounded on all sides by massive cornfields. The closest neighbor is about a quarter to a half a mile away, and the closest big town is like an hour away. So I would be by myself, literally in the middle of nowhere, for upwards of 4 to 5 weeks by myself. So it's a little stressful thinking about all of it, and I'm trying not to panic about it, but it's everything that we're looking for. The house is absolutely gorgeous. There's a whole 1,000 square foot workshop just for me outside the house. I would have a huge workshop that for my leather working and for streaming and everything. It would be amazing. So, and there's so much property, and we would be getting chickens and meat rabbits and so many things. All right, I am gonna plant some grass seeds. Can I plant grass with this? I should be able to. That's oilseed. Yeah, I could plant grass with this. Okay, yeah. So you have this field over here. We're gonna plant grass with it. Yeah, yeah, bish, yeah. All right. This is not entirely lined up, is it? Okay. Let's try to line you up. Gotcha. Am I doing it right? Am I good? Am I good, Dad? Yeah. Yeah, we're good enough on. There's just a little bit we're missing. That's fine. We'll get that little smidgem. Get this grass planted. Yeah. Little nerd. So yeah, so there's a lot of moving parts going on right now. It's a little daunting, but we'll get through it. All right. Yeah. I like that word, daunting. Sounds so fancy. It's like you could just say stressful. You could just say that it's going to be a little stressful. I'm like, no, nay, 'tis daunting. Daunting. I'm a fancy boy. I read books. Sometimes I'm daunted. Daunted by the tasks at hand. All right, we're getting some grass. Disconcerting. Indubitably. It's using big words for the sake of big words. His knowledge is irrefutable. It's like, okay. All right, Webster. Our nitrogen is fairly poor here, so I'm gonna have to kind of come through and spread a little bit of lime on the field. Wait, no, it's putting down fertilizer. Yeah. Why are you acting as if I am needing more than this? You fool. You buffoon. You've fallen for one of the classic blunders. Planting this grass. Inconceivable. So yeah, so essentially our current house, we are going to be trying to have it on the market and ready to start selling in like 3 weeks, and so things are going to be very stressful. I've gotten a lot of stuff in my office packed up. My bookshelf is mostly packed up. All of my camping and outdoor gear is all packed up. Tomorrow I'll be going through my clothing and figuring out what from there needs to be packed up. And then I think the last thing that I'm going to be working on is going to be my workshop, all my leather goods, figuring that out, because I want to try to keep my business open for as long as possible, but that is going to have to get shut down, which is really unfortunate because I was just recently given a shout out. Recently partnered with a monthly subscription box company called BattleBox, and we just got a deal in the works with them, and they actually just shouted me out as a new BattleBox partner last week, and so now that kind of makes me a little nervous because there's going to be an influx of traffic on my website, and I might lose out on a lot of business, and that makes me quite nervous. But what can you do, right? Not a whole lot. That is the way the life works sometimes, is sometimes things don't go the way one thinks they will. But it's, you know, lose out on a little bit of business for my dream house. I think I would rather lose out on a little bit of business for my dream house. 1,000 square foot shop is very large. I don't know if you guys, I know that, you know, you're more of a metric person, but 1,000 square feet is quite a bit of space. The house that we live in right now is 1,300 square feet. So I would basically have a workshop the size of my home. Now, part of that is an attached garage that the tractor would live in, But you know, that's it's very sizable compared to what I'm working in currently with my business. I'm literally in a 10 by 15 foot cubby hole, and that's where all my work is being done in. This would be, it'd be amazing to get into. This would be humongous. All right, I'm gonna get this little edge piece here and then the other little edge piece on the other side. We can go ahead and turn you off for now. Little edge pieces. Yum, 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 yum. Okay, so we didn't use a ton of seed for this, about 22% of their total storage. So we have some more seed we can put in here. Yeah. That is going to be the big field right there to get that all completely loaded out. That's going to be a thing. Let's go. And the nice thing about the grass is that I don't have to ever plant this again. The grass will be here, it'll grow, it'll get big and strong and happy, and then I don't have to mess with it anymore ever again. It'll just be here. I do need to grab my roller though and roll this field. And that is back here. Ooh, actually, I think that might not even be the right type of roller. I think that the roller that I have back here is actually a roller for normal fields and not grassland. Matter of fact, I know it's for normal fields and not grassland, so I am gonna have to get a grassland roller. Let me disconnect you over here. I'm gonna just disconnect you over here. I'm okay if the pH is bad on the grassland. I'm not too terribly worried about that. But I want the pH to be good for the wheat field because we're already going to be at a disadvantage with the wheat. So I'm going to come through here. We're going to grab our, this is our spreader here for lime, our lime spreader, if you will. And we are going to, we're going to back it up, our tractor, towards the lime. And let's fill this little fella up here. He's not real big, can't hold a whole bunch, but it's okay. Now we're gonna come back this way and we're gonna try to, oh look, Bambi's. We better run away. You better not be in my way. All right, so now we're back at the field proper here. And we're going to change our width. This is, yeah, we have a big spread here, big old spread arena. All right, so let's look at all that. Yeah, this thing's gonna empty very quickly. Very quickly this is going to get emptied. Oh, are we even gonna get a pass? No. No. No, we're not. Oh goodness. All right. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. All right, this is gonna be interesting. I think we're getting these fields taken care of. Luckily I bought 2 bags, but I have a feeling that we're gonna go through these bags rather quickly. Yeah, we can only hold 650 liters of lime at a time. That's why I'm gonna make a rhyme. All right. Jeez Louise. All right. Let's There we are. Okay, so if we don't hit the whole field, I guess that's okay. If we don't hit the whole field, I just want to try to get as much of the field as possible. I want the field to be happy and filled with pH and yeah, is it gonna cut again? Yeah, okay. Or what I could do would be to wait. Actually, this big field, ooh, so the big field's gonna get, I'm gonna plant this big field with wheat, and the smaller field over there we're gonna plant with nitrogen. We're having some artifacting there. The trees are still showing up as if they're there. All right, the smaller field we're gonna plant with soybeans. And so there, you might be asking yourself, but Fudge, why would you plant the smaller field with soybeans? And that is because I wasn't thinking, and the soybeans actually don't use any of the soil nitrogen. And so by me putting this, oh wait, no, hold on. The lime is fine. The fertilizer is what I don't need to worry about. Never mind. Ignore me. Ignore me. I know how farms work. I know how soil works. So I'm upping the pH value right now. My bad. This is not fertilizer. You hope the hurricane won't put anyone you know in danger. Yeah, my cousin and her family actually were just evacuated. So her and her husband live in Florida with their two kids, their two sons. And they actually just got evacuated. So they're here staying with my aunt and uncle. And so fingers crossed that, like, you know, their home and stuff doesn't get destroyed. But yeah, it is very scary. It's a very scary thing. So my heart goes out to everybody who's down there dealing with that right now. Hopefully, you know, everybody remains okay. I know, Mary, I know that, you know, you live down in Florida, and hopefully you and your family are good. You're in a good, safe spot. So please make sure that you keep in contact with us so that we know that you're okay. If you're still here. So, or I'm guessing that Zach could also help keep me in the know. Boy, this is a big boy field. This is a big boy field. This field's eating up all my resources. I don't know. I think I might have enough, I think I might have enough lime to handle this whole field. Maybe. I think it looks like I've got like 2 more passes. I think I will be okay. I've got, yeah, 3 more passes really, because I want to hit this back end here as well. Man, this goes through lime so fast. I might have to go buy a 3rd bag of lime. Well, actually, I'm gonna have to buy more. I'm gonna have to buy multiple bags because I've got 2 other fields that are gonna need to be limed. So I'm gonna have to go probably buy another 4 bags of lime, which is okay, I guess. That's why we have the low boy. We just hook the low boy up to a tractor and drive it out there, load it up with bags. Guys, the wife and I found something absolutely delicious the other day at the grocery store. I enjoy a nice cold Sprite every now and again. Not sponsored, but hit me up, Sprite. And there is a new brand. It might not be new. It just might be that I don't go to the grocery store very often. Called Sprite Chill. And they have a cherry limeade flavor that is delicious. It has that Spritey taste, it has that effervescence, that lime, that lemon, but it has that cherry flavor to it, and it tastes like a really good cherry limeade. And so if cherry limeade is your jelly, your jam, then I encourage you to go check that out. It's really good. They have it in a 0 sugar, which is what we got. As I am watching my sugary intake, I'm trying not to drink a lot of sodas, but I've been pretty bad about drinking sodas the past few days. Normally I have like 1 a day, and then I just drink like sparkling water or just regular water. But I've been having like 2 or 3 sodas a day. I know I shouldn't, but they're all sugar-free sodas. I'm not drinking a whole bunch of calories. But I know that the artificial sugars aren't great for you either, so. And that is also one of the scary things, since we're talking about hurricanes. It's one of the other scary things is that the place that we're moving to is kind of out in the Midwest plains. They're not as bad as getting too many calories, I agree. But yeah, it's one of the things is we're moving out to the Midwest plains. But the thing about it is that that's like prime tornado area, since we're talking about hurricanes. So, all right, I think I might. I don't think I'm gonna have enough to finish this field off. To be honest with you, I don't think. Yeah, damn. I made this field too big. But yeah, I'd rather not consume too many sugary calories. Normally we drink sparkling water. I really like the Waterloo brand. They've got some good flavors. I like their blackberry. It's quite nice. I don't think we're gonna have enough to get this field completely done. Yeah, that looks like it's a skinny bag right now. I'd be surprised if this gets, yeah, 100. Okay. We're gonna have to take the low loader into town. I'm going to grab the John Deere and take the low loader into town. All right, so we're in the Deere, and I'm going to go grab my bag lift here. All right, so we have that, and then we're gonna grab the low boy. I need to take the low boy in to get maintenanced anyway, because this was one of the items that was actually on the farm, and so it's pretty badly damaged. This Premier transport wagon. So we're gonna bring this into town. Oh, don't hit it. Oh, it hit it. Oh, that might be on me. All right. Okay, so we're gonna take this into town. We're gonna get this fixed up, and then we're gonna load this up with bags and seed pallets, which this is good. We needed to buy some seeds and stuff anyway. I do really like this map, though. I feel like this map would have a lot of potential with multiple people playing on it. I feel like if you were to get 2 to 3 people playing this map, and everybody kind of was in their own little quadrant working on their own farms and stuff like that, I feel like it'd be a lot of fun to see, you know, like the fields and stuff that people make, because there's not a whole lot of there's not a whole lot of sales points or anything. Been back to the gym, haven't gone all summer. Nice. Yeah, I had to go get like I was telling you the other day, I had to go get shots because I was having a lot of pain issues with my back, and so I've been on kind of a mixed cocktail of muscle relaxers and pain management medication for the last 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks. It has been terrible. Just constant aches in my back. Normally it's not so bad, but it's for that reason that my wife and I have cut a lot of stuff out of our diet again. Basically, like for this, the last few days, we have cut a lot of carbs and processed stuff out of our diet. We're mostly eating meat and eggs and cheese, and I'm gonna do that
while I lose like my goal is to try to lose like 40 pounds and then slowly start reintroducing foods into my diet, because I've been dealing with a lot of digestion issues, a lot of acid reflux and everything. I think I might have a gluten intolerance, because anytime that I'm eating any sort of like pastas or breads or anything like that, like anything that's really processed, I'm having a lot of issues with acid reflux. And so we tightened down on our diet again. And so medium-term goals to get under 250 for you. Yeah, my long-term goals to get back to 250. I was very, very strong. I mean, if I could get all the way back, I'd get down to 230. 230 was when I was at my absolute peak performance. I was very strong. I was very fit and active. But with having the nerve damage and stuff in my spine that I have, I don't think I mean, I'm not getting any younger, so of course I'm not going to, you know, like regain the strength of my youth or anything like that, but I would like to get strong. I'd like to feel stronger again. So we're here. We're in the wrong thing. Genius. We need lime. We need, or, you know, let's buy 6 bags. It's not super expensive. We'll buy it while we're here. You're 286 right now? God, I'd love to be that. I'd love to be 286. I am like 70 pounds heavier than that. 250 is when you start having issues cutting your toenail while still being able to inhale. Yeah, but you're also shorter in stature than I am. That's not a dig, by the way. Hopefully you didn't take it that way. Okay, man, feeding my cattle is going to be so expensive, feeding them TMR. They go through 10K. How much is it going to cost me to feed these guys? Oh, 17,000. Oh my God. Oh, that's going to be rough. Wait, hold on. Let's see what we have going on. Yeah. I'm 6'2", so I'm quite large. But you are a very stocky man. Like, you are a very muscular, stocky man. Put that down. All right. I know this is a little cheaty Pete. I know it's cheaty Pete, and I'm sorry. I'm gonna do it anyway, though. Well, let me actually pull this closer. People usually think you're tall until they stand next to me. Yeah. No, you've always kind of given off. Yeah, you've always given off the illusion to me of a shorter, stocky guy. Not in a negative way, but like, I remember the first time seeing you, I'm like, oh, this guy is a guy that does not shy away from the deadlift. Like, this is a guy that is a deadlift. He's a deadlift guy because he's got a little bit lower center of mass. I could tell by looking at you and then seeing those glorious calves. I was like, yeah, I'm like, this is a deadlifter. It always tends to be the guys that are slightly shorter in stature that are just absolute beasts when it comes to the deadlift. It's that lower center of gravity. It's the less amount of travel. Like, whenever I would work out with my shorter friends and stuff like that, it always blew my mind just how much they could lift in the deadlift, because they didn't have as far to travel. You used to hate it. It used to be your worst lift. Yeah, no. Now the question is traditional or sumo? And what's your opinion? Because I feel like it's such a divisive thing to talk about lifts. You did some deadlifts today, 255. Oh, that's not bad, though. 255 is still good. That's still better than 0. We're going to go ahead and buy some Pioneer seed treating liquid. produce seeds. Yeah, no, we're not doing that. Silly. We're gonna grab some seeds here. Pioneer. It's not what I was looking for. Back. Where is good pioneer seeds? It's Duca. That's nice. DSV plus pioneer seeds mod. Here we go. All right. What is this? What's this? No, I don't want that. We're gonna be planting. That's seed corn, soybean, sunflower, grain sorghum, forage. Where is the good stuff at? Hello all. Hello, Curtis. You don't do sumo much anymore. You used to prefer it, but not anymore. Yeah, I've always found like so many people are like sumo's cheating, and I'm like, eh. Wheat seeds. This is what we're looking for. And for this should be more than enough for us to plant our field. So we'll buy this wheat seed, and then while we're here, we might as well load up some soybean as well. So it's actually funny because when we were on our way to go look at our house, we actually passed one of the big pioneer seed like manufacturing distribution, whatever you want to call. It's also trap bar deadlift. Ooh, fancy boy. So we're gonna load these pioneer wheat seeds and these soybean seeds. So these are still all just the normal seed. It's just a cosmetic packaging. And let's get everything strapped down. All right, cool. It's not cheating, it's different. Yeah, a lot of people see it as cheating, and I'm like, no, it's just kind of a different way of the lift. It's activating the same muscles in a different way. It's your favorite because hands are on the side and the weight isn't in front of you. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that being a thing. For us, we have a Bowflex, and so it's not so much weight but resistance, and it's pounds in resistance, which is a very different thing. Actually, it was funny because we were talking about that tonight, the wife and I, because this house that we're looking at has a climate controlled garage attached to the house. And so we were talking about the kind of gym that we could put out on the side of the house. We were just like, oh, you know, like we could have the Bowflex, we could get like a recumbent bike slash elliptical combo, we could get a squat rack, and so we were talking about stuff like that because she, you know, she's a woman, she likes to train legs, and so it'd be like, you know, we were talking about a squat rack, and then I was thinking to myself more like doing deadlifts and stuff like that with kettlebells, like getting a couple of heavy kettlebells. I have a 40-pound kettlebell right now, but I would probably get a 20-pound, a 30-pound, and then a 50-pound and a 60-pound. And that way, or multiples, so like, you know, 2 20-pounds, 2 30-pounds, 2 50-pounds, 2 60-pounds, and then just be doing like deadlifts that way by lifting free weights. You're worried about having some loose skin if you lose the weight? I mean, yeah, that's kind of a fear of mine as well, because I'm trying to lose so much. Like, I'm trying to lose 70 pounds, 80 pounds. And so loose skin is kind of a fear. But there's a lot you can do for that. You could increase your water intake. Your water helps your skin's elasticity. There are some creams and stuff that you can use that are going to help with skin tightening. And also there's your age to factor in, that you are still, you know, like we're still younger guys. We're not, I would say we're getting close to middle age, but we're not exactly middle age. So there's still some of the body's own retention for elasticity. You're middle-aged. Yeah, Curtis, you are middle-aged. That's not like a dig, but yeah, you are older than Zach and I, so. But there's still a good, you know, there's still your hydration. You still have forces working in your favor. your advanced age, and maybe your advanced age for monastic life, but you were a bit mad. You were 35 at the time. Yeah, no, I mean, like monastic life, yeah, that would be a bit more advanced in age, one would think, at least. But let's be all right, yeah, this doesn't look too bad. This doesn't look bad at all. All right, we're at the comeback for another pass, but I think this is doable. We'll be able to get enough lime on this field. One of your viewers thinks you look 50. They're an asshole. You do not look 50. You look precisely your age. Like, I would look at you and be like, oh, this guy's like 33 to 38. Like, no. They're obviously just trying to be a dick. Or trying to get a rise out of you. At the minimum, trying to get a rise out of you. You do not look 50, not in the least bit. They're very young, then they're just trying to get a rise out of you. You don't, you've never struck me as a person who is, you've never really struck me as a person who is, worried about your age or the way that you look. You've always had like a very distinguished air about you. So I don't know. I'm not sure what their end game goal is here, but you definitely don't look 50. Not if you look 50, then I look 70. You're not worried at all. You just think it's funny. Yeah, I feel like they're just trying to get a rise out of you because there's in no multiverse or do you look to be a 50-year-old man. Trying to get these little nubbums here. Not that it matters, but yeah. Yeah, maybe they perceive anything over 30 as old. Yeah, I remember being in that mentality, like, oh, 30, you're old. Yeah, of course you have your life and stuff figured out. And then me as a 35-year-old man, I'm like, well, I have no idea what I'm doing. Well, we live in a culture where over 30 is pretty much irrelevant and not productive. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like a lot of it has to do with the mentality of people nowadays, where everybody feels like they're going to be some sort of amazing social influencer or guru or what have you, and it's like it boggles my mind to see these 20-year-old influencers out there, and I'm like, what hardships have you struggled through that you are able to impart some sort of wisdom upon others? And I know that that might be looked at as like, well, one doesn't have to struggle in order to, you know, have experience, but I feel like to a degree one does have to deal with adversity in order to really have something of value to give to others. If some trust fund kid came up to me and was just like, oh bro, you just gotta work harder, like, I don't know. I couldn't subscribe to that. It's like, well, cool. Thank you for this incredibly insightful information. You're right. If I just worked harder, then things would be better. If I drank more water, I wouldn't be dehydrated. Oh, thank you. So such insightful content. Thank you. Electrician apprenticeship you're applying for says they don't discriminate, specifically stating 40 and over. Like, when did we start this ageism? Yeah, I agree with you. That killed me. It was like I was watching this this course, right? This course, they were like, oh, I'm gonna teach you how to become an entrepreneur, like I'm a guru, blah blah blah. And the guy was like, literally, the guy who was talking about all this stuff was like 23 years old. And I'm like, what are your credentials to be calling yourself a guru? Like, to be calling yourself a subject matter expert? Like, what have you done that you feel like this is an earned title for you? Because I am very confused. Drink more water and you won't be dehydrated. Like, wait, what? If you eat decent food, your body will be in better shape. Wow. Well, thank you. Don't worry, I ate my Wheaties today, so that's why I'm really strong and can do this. You can't do this because you didn't eat my Wheaties. You ate your Wheaties, and your Wheaties suck compared to mine. Yeah. There we go. Oh, look at this dirty... Oh, let's turn that off. Let's look at this dirty old tractor here. Let's give this a nice power wash. If you earn money, you won't be broke. Oh, geez. Thank you, Epictetus. You truly are a revolutionary of our time. I'm sorry that I'm not going to buy your $1,600 course, 23-year-old guy. I'm going to teach you how to become a successful Amazon dropshipper. Just pay my $1,600 course, and I will show you how to make money. Like, thank you. Yeah, hold on. We're not done yet. But wait, there's more. I need to treat this other field over here. This field right here needs to get treated. I should be able to do this one in like 2 passes, I believe. Yeah, two-ish passes should work. I'm gonna use this as a guide. All right, back it up. I feel like this right here. Okay, I feel like this is good. Yeah, this field's not very wide. All right, so we're gonna need 3 passes in total then, or three runs in total. I always like to think that this is what farmers listen to, is that they listen to like pump up rave music. They're like, yes, let's go. I know that to not be the case because I've been around farmers and I've been in their, you know, their vehicles. But I mean, I'm sure like the German farmers, I'm sure they're like getting down, right? Like Hans and Franz are just listening to like techno house while they're harvesting soybeans. All right, well, I didn't get done everything that I wanted to get done, but I've gotten enough of it done. Oh, okay, never mind. And so I'm like, okay, surely I will have enough in the tank to finish this. No, okay. I don't know, maybe this is a thing. I know that I've got a lot going on, but maybe I get on like, maybe I do like an hour stream a day and we make merry. We talk. Oh gosh, I'm actually almost at, I'm past an hour and a half. Well, I could stream a little bit longer, but Maybe this is how I get my sanity, is I just do like a 2-hour stream a night, an evening, and play a little farm sim. This will help keep me in a jovial mood, right? I mean, I guess there's other things that I could stream too aside from farm sim, but let's be honest, you guys don't want to see me playing solo tabletop roleplay games. Although my solo play game of playing Lord of the Rings using the Strider rule set, it's been getting like 10 to 15 views every 48 hours. Like, it's getting like 5 views a day, which is kind of mind-boggling to me, because I didn't think that it seemed very interesting, yet I still live streamed it and people are watching it. It sounds interesting. Play the game. Yeah, you want me to play some solo tabletop roleplay stuff? I have 23 pages written right now of story, so I guess what I could do is I could go back and recap some of it, and we can talk more about it. We can talk more about Thomas Kine and Kayla Hobbs and their adventures. Do you guys want me to keep playing this, or I'm starting to get like a little bit hungry, but I had some caffeine sort of later in the day. Like I had a Monster energy drink probably about 4 hours ago, and I'm not feeling super hungry. What is all this here? Tuned in. Oh. Okay. I think what I'm gonna do. I planted grass already. I could spread some lime on this grass field, and that would up the yield of the field. Yeah, why not? Let's just spread a little bit of lime, right? Oh. So I guess I could do that. I guess maybe we could swap some things up. Maybe I could do like a weekly game night or something where I share my stories playing Ironsworn Starforged. I just wouldn't want to bore anybody, because a lot of it is just like me sitting down and pondering like what happens next thematically in the story, and looking through charts and rolling oracle dice and having a think. There's a couple of really awesome YouTubers that do videos for Ironsworn Starforged. My most favorite is Matt Risby, and his channel is called The Bad Spot, and I love the way that he does his game. I take a lot of inspiration from Matt and the way that he runs his game. But Ironsworn Starforged is it's such a fun game system to play. I packed up all my bookshelves, and the books that I left out are my Mothership roleplay books and my Ironsworn Starforged roleplay books, because I just couldn't put them away, because I plan on doing, you know, so much more Ironsworn kind of content that I didn't want to get those books put away yet. Like, it's something fun that I enjoy playing on my own. And all right, I think we're gonna run out. Maybe. Yeah, no, we're gonna run out. Yeah, it's such a fun game to play. It's so enjoyable when you have like an overactive imagination, as I like to think I have. It's definitely something fun to allow one to just be creative and live out this fantastical story amongst the stars. He says as he plays this farming simulation game. When I have a number of star space-based games that I could be playing. Why you love working on your campaign? Yeah, that's why I've been enjoying working on my mothership campaign. Aside from that, like, I would also just like the money. Money would be really nice right about now, especially with moving. I keep seeing people's Kickstarters getting successfully backed, making mothership content, and they're like, there's one right now, it's called The Hand That Feeds, and it sounds like an amazing third-party system, and they... Stop. You suck. I hit the wrong button. It sounds like an amazing third-party system for mothership, and there's so much storytelling and everything going on in it, and literally they just wanted to raise $8,000 on Kickstarter, and it's sitting at like $40,000 of backed money right now, and I'm like, that is massive. That would be humongous for me to write something like that. Like, I made the bag and tag bounties with my partner Justin from Shouting Crow Press, and it's starting to, like, I sold like 3 copies of it last month, and I was like, oh, this is awesome. But like, I would love to be able to have a Kickstarter backing and really like share my creative mental with other people and have them enjoy the content that I write. Like, I came up with the main company for this game. The company is called Zenova Dynamics, and I literally wrote 75 years of like bullet point backstory, like history of the company. It was a lot of fun, where I'm like, oh yeah, like, here's this company, and they started off as this like communications company, and they like just all the different stuff, like all the advances in like deep field communications that this company made. And I had so much fun writing all this background and lore, and it's like, yeah, if somebody could use this in their game, it would be sick, man. Like, even if they didn't want to play the campaign that I'm writing, like, this is content that they could run in their own game, where they could make, you know, Zenova Dynamics like an entity in their game, even if they don't want to run my one shot. And so, like, it's cool because it gives them like a company, it gives them a history, it gives them, like, you know, different chairmen throughout the years, and like, it could just be like a cool way for them to introduce a mission or other NPCs. All right, so those fields are taken care of. The smaller field, I'm not going to worry too much about it right now. I'm gonna drop you. Oh, we need to refill our gas. Let's come over here. Our red diesel. There we are. Yeah, we got a lot of working hours going on so far. Almost 3 working hours on the Steyr here. All right. If you guys could give me a couple of minutes, I am out of water, and I could, well, it's almost been 2 hours. I think I'll leave it up to you guys. Do we want to stream a little bit longer, or do we just want to call it good in 1 hour and 45 minutes? Like, I could probably wait another half an hour or so before I eat. You always end up overestimating how long stuff takes. So the party has been on session 1 for 3 games now. My one-shot game that I'm writing, I have it written so that it could take place within a 4-hour block of time. So I have it segmented out so that it does not stream or snack while you stream. Well, I wouldn't be snacking, it'd be me eating like an actual meal. We're gonna make some roasted garlic kielbasa and sauerkraut for dinner. So, but I was gonna go refill my beverage. I'm not super duper hungry, and the kielbasa is obviously already cooked, so it'd just be heating it up in our air fryer and then having some sauerkraut on the side. So if you need to eat, do it, but you'll keep watching if I keep going. Okay, well, I am gonna go refill my water, and I will chat with the wife and see how she's doing, and then I'll be right back. So I will get back with you guys here in about 2 minutes. I'll put the music back on so you can listen to that. Okay. All right, I'm back, guys, and my wife is going to put some kielbasas on the indoor grill. And so I think we can go into September. Thank you. Look at all these Bambis, man. Oh my God. I really wish that we could do deer season this year. I don't think it's going to happen if we move. I would really love to bag a deer, but we're already going to have to pack out a bunch of our meat from our freezer and have my in-laws take it into their freezer. I think we're going to go into the next month so that we can plant seed for wheat. And yeah, so my wife was just catching me up on a few things, and you had some moose burger. Oh man, moose is nice. It's really high protein. I think it's in the same vein as oh geez, that's a lot. Oh, we paid $5 grand on our loan. Ooh, how are our cows doing? Okay, we're gonna have to put more food in. They're worth $17.30 right now. Wow. Okay, hold on. All right, let me go check on sales here. You were surprised to see that moose has slightly less iron than... Oh, that really? That is surprising. All right, we have pallets of lettuce and pallets of strawberry. We might have to run those into town and sell those. Cows. I bought these cows at $11.50, and they're already selling for $17.30. Really? I've only had them here for a month. That's huge. Venison has almost double. You're wondering if animals with more fast twitch muscle fibers have more iron in their meat? That's a very interesting hypothesis. Maybe, perhaps. So we're in September. It's a little cloudy right now, a little overcast, not quite sunny. So we might wait until it's a little more sunny. Let's see, is there anything on sale that would be useful for us to purchase? Not looking it. More likely it would be due to diet. Yeah. Let's skip ahead time until we are in the sunny mode, just because our compact sensors work best when it is sunny and not overcast or raining. And so that's going to help with seed distribution. Sunny. Be sunny, silly butt. Okay. Let it run a little bit. Your clouds all thinned out. We'll set it to time scale of 3. And you know those things because you were trying to help your mother find food with iron. She had a hard time maintaining her iron levels. Yeah, my sister deals with anemia as well. And so there are a few different things that you can do to deal with it. There is something called the iron fish or the iron egg, and it's literally like a cast iron item that you can put into your pot, and the water will actually help leach some of the iron out of it. Here we go. Yeah, my sister dealt with a lot of anemia, especially during her pregnancy. Well, iron is something that's in your blood. So when you're anemic and you have low iron content, it can cause you to have a lot of issues. It can cause you to feel very cold. Like it has issues with temperature regulation and stuff like that. It's also needed for cellular production. Oh, yep. See, Zach said it too. It's also needed for cellular production. So, oh, golly, okay. I'm gonna have to come back through this. I'm gonna have to get this little issue. Less red cells, you don't have as much oxygen, yeah. So it can cause you to feel faint and dizzy, so. Yep, faint, dizzy, tired. I want to preface this, for anybody who might be watching this in the future, that I am not like a licensed nutritionist or dietitian or anything. I'm just a bro who has spent a lot of time in the gym and has done a lot of independent research. This is not medical advice. please don't listen to this and use it in lieu of going to like a actual doctor. I am an unlicensed bro. I'm just a gym bro. I'm a fat gym bro. I'm a gym bro who lost his way. All right, we're getting all this wheat planted. Oh shit, I didn't turn on the crop sensors. Alt B, there we go. Now we should be getting the best. There we go. I know things, but I don't look like I do. Yeah. I think I look like I do. I think I've had so many people stop me and they're like, man, you're like such a big dude. Like it's funny, and even the wife can tell you that there's been times where we've been out on like dates or something like that, and people have stopped to comment on my stature. Like they're like, oh damn, like do you flip trucks in your like your off time? It's such a funny thing, because I live in my body every day and I don't really think I'm as big as I am. I you know, like I see things from my perspective all the time. And it's a very funny thing. It's like I'm just like I don't know. I live in my body, so I don't see it. But it's like, if you people really knew who I am on the day-to-day, you'd be like, oh wow, that guy is like very big and strong for like an autistic nerd. People in restaurants, and yeah, people stop you to talk. Yeah, yep. I literally had somebody walk down like 3 flights of stairs to come over and tell me, he's like, damn, I thought maybe it was just a visual thing, but no, he's like, you're a really big guy, like, dude, would you train with me in the gym? it was hilarious. It's like, no, I'm just a very like large and naturally like muscular autistic nerd. like, boy, I could talk to you for a very long time about tractors. You want to talk about tractors? You pardon the surprise, you're not tall or anything, but you're very stockily built. I've seen your calves. I've seen them shits, though. They're impressive. They're beautiful. All right. All right. Get this planted. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant this field. I'm going to plant the other field. And then I think that's going to be it for the stream. I think that'll be enough stream for tonight. And I think I'll return tomorrow night and do a little bit more. This is going to be my stress relief from packing, is getting on and playing a little bit of farming sim in the evening. Yeah, after we drove through all of those fields of corn, the sea of corn, all I could think about was farm sim and how I haven't really been playing as much. And Farm Sim 25 comes out next month, guys. Farm Sim 25 comes out in November. And I'm probably going to pick it up. But I'm probably still going to play a lot of Farm Sim 22 just because it's going to be a while before the mods get up to snuff. And this game just has like I really love this. Like, I love playing Farm Sim 19, and I still played that for months after Farm Sim 22 came out. When you were in the army very early in training, you remember the sergeant was teaching us drill and said it was important the guys to puff their chests. And then he said, "Not you, T-87. You're gonna hide everyone else." Yeah, that's good. Yeah. In basic training, my name that the drill sergeants gave me, because I have a very long German last name, was they just called me Alphabet, which was funny because when I got to my advanced individual training in Arizona, there was another guy who had a very long Polish last name, and they called him Alphabet instead, and they just shortened my last name to Ike. They're like, oh yeah, they're like him, because his last name started with an A and mine did not. And so it was pretty funny. So they just vastly shortened my last name to Ike, and then it hung my entire military career where everybody just called me Ike. And to this day, I still have some old military friends. Actually, funnily enough, Curtis here in chat is one of my military friends, and friends in general. After the military, we even lived with one another. But yeah, everybody just kind of shortened it to Ike. In fact, one of my most favorite pictures is a panoramic shot of Curtis and I at I think it was a TJI Fridays, and it was for Thanksgiving of all things. We were at a TJI Fridays for Thanksgiving. They called you by your name, not by T87. I just wasn't going to drop your last name in a YouTube chat. Yeah, no, yeah, it's fine. Mm-hmm. There's no need to dox yourself in a YouTube chat. Mm-hmm. It's not too hard to find my information out. I own a business, and there are pictures of me with my dress uniform. People can see my name. I'm not too terribly worried about it. I don't really exactly have any detractors, and I mean, anyway, I'm I'm an armed citizen with extensive amounts of firearms training. I'll have to send you the picture, Zach. Actually, I'll send it to you now. I'll send you the picture of my last defensive shooting class. I was very, very proud of myself. So we were shooting targets from 17 meters, and we were doing practice shots of doing tactical reloading. And I was incredibly surprised by how tight my grouping was. I managed to do a lot. So 17 meters with a pistol. I just sent it to you now. So it was pretty impressive in my opinion. If it'll send, it's being a little bit of a turd burglar. There we go. There we go. All right. So, yeah, I really love going to train. Actually, we're going to be training again on Friday, and I need to clean my handgun because I put like 400 rounds through it and I haven't cleaned it. I've been a little negligent. But it was really fun. What we were doing is we were shooting 3 shots, then dropping the magazine, putting a fresh magazine in, and doing a tactical reload. So we fire 3 shots, drop the mag, put a fresh mag in, fire 3 shots, drop the mag, put a fresh mag in, fire 3 shots, and we just kept doing it until our magazines ran out of ammunition. Yeah, I need to clean it. I mean, it's a good check-made pistol, so I try to clean it every 300 to 500 rounds. If anything, I just need to give it a good hit of lube on the slide, but I should clean it. So it's like, yeah, bam, boom, 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 drop, reload, boom, 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 drop, reload, boom, 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 drop, reload. And it was a lot of fun. I had a great time doing it. And my favorite part is that we were training with one of the trainers that we haven't got a chance to train with in a long time. And so it was really awesome to hear her feedback where she was like, oh wow, you really improved since the last time we trained together. She's like, you know, your trigger reset is really good. Your time to acquire a target's really good. Like, you've obviously made a whole lot of leaps and bounds. Because like the last time we got a chance to train with her was months ago. And so it was really awesome to like get that feedback, like, oh no, you're doing great. Like, wow, you've made so many improvements. So but for me, it was just like I was just staying very consistently in those A zone shots. And really, the only time I started hitting the outer shots was when I was getting a little fast. I was like, oh, I feel like I could move up my speed just a little bit. That's when I found myself kind of gravitating ever so slightly out of the A zone, and I'm just like, But yeah, I'll probably give my pistol a really good clean tomorrow, and then get it ready for Friday. I'm gonna miss that though. I'm gonna miss being able to go in and do that because we're not gonna have that capability. I guess because we're gonna have enough property, I could put up like a berm and something that for us to shoot into on our property, but I would like to get like some railroad ties and stuff like that to put as a backstop, and then push dirt up and then push sand up. Yeah, because we're gonna have 7 acres to shoot on, and we have a very heavily wooded area in the back corner, and so like I'd probably put up a berm because we're literally surrounded by cornfields on all sides, and so there's enough room. Like, we don't have to worry about any houses or anything like that. Like, the closest neighbor is probably like 3/4 of a mile away. Oh yeah, no, when we do our shooting classes, we spend a lot of ammo. We shoot between 100 and 150 rounds. So I'd be charging you in calf picks. All right, well, look at that. We got this all nice and done. And I think off stream I'll roll the fields. I have a roller, and so that'll help boost. And we're gonna need to fill up too. Let's take a look at this.
Nitrogen, pH is great. We're gonna get a good, decent yield out of this, 87%. It's not gonna be the top percentage because of our soil type. We could also use a rolling, and we have a roller. We're gonna go ahead and top up on seed. Go ahead and grab this pallet of wheat seed. Oh yeah, ate the hell out of that pallet. All right. Yeah, let's get that planted. Oh yeah, you like that planting, don't you? And eventually we'll get out there and we'll process these trees. You know what I'm saying? All right. Yeah. Our little wheat field here. Our little wheat. Yeah, this isn't going to be too many passes. I think we got probably about 3 more passes, and then call that a stream, I think. I'll probably be back tomorrow night and doing a little bit more, just as some stress relief from all the packing for moving and everything. But thank you guys for being here and hanging out with me. That's it means a lot to me. It's so nice to be able to have people to hang out with and talk to, especially when we're going through these kind of stressful times in our lives. I understand that other people have schedules and they have commitments and everything they have to deal with on their day-to-day, but I really truly appreciate taking a little bit of time out of your day, spend with me, and bring me a little bit of companionship and friendship and fellowship. Means a lot. Things are gonna get a little more difficult on my end, being in such an isolated situation, but I also very grateful for the situation that I'm going to be in, because I'm going to be a landowner. I'm going to have the chance to take care of animals and food and everything, and provide for my family in a more intentional way, and that excites me.
and my plan is to also bring you guys along for some of it too. I'm planning some streaming of that kind of stuff, of raising chickens and rabbits and growing food, stuff like that. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to those challenges. Rotate around those little areas. Hit these little chunkum areas here. Try not to bump into the auger system. We're gonna probably bump it a little bit. Oh yeah, we bumped it a lot of it. Cheese and rice. Okay. All right, well, I think that is it, guys. So thank you so much for being here and hanging out with me. I truly appreciate it. I hope that you have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever and whenever you are in this world. And I will catch you in the next episode. I'm gonna roll these fields in between episodes, and then we'll kind of speed time along until we can get some harvesting going on. Till then, I hope you have a great time. This is Fudge Dice Roll, and I am signing off. So, take care. I'm definitely going to enjoy my food. I'm ready for these delicious garlicky kielbasa. Have a great night, everybody. I'll catch you in the next one.